Hello, happy Monday. Lisa and Eric here.
Good morning.
For our Infinite Daily Live show. And today we're talking about something that you might not think has to do with your business, but it totally does. The difference between relentless optimism and toxic positivity. All right, let's break down what that even means. So toxic positivity is basically thinking, talking, saying that everything is perfect and wonderful and great all of the time. You're not allowed to feel any kind of negative emotions. You're not allowed to complain about anything. You got to keep it positive all the time. And we know that is actually very detrimental to your health because emotions are just, it's your body's way, your brain's way of telling you something. A boundary needs to be set. Something didn't go the way you planned. It's time to reevaluate and reassess. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. That's what toxic positivity is. If you're like, what the heck is that? Optimism, we know, is keeping a positive attitude. And relentless means you're not going to quit. And I think about our Christmas tree that I'm looking at right now that we have. I don't know if you want to turn the screen and show them. We don't have to. It's getting all crazy, but she's a big old broad. So this is Big Betsy. Every year we name her Big something. And the first Christmas that Eric and I had in this house, we wanted to get a real Christmas tree because we both grown up with fake trees. And we just wanted the experience. And when we got out into the tree farm, I have like no
bad sense of
perception
and size.
Geometry and mathematics was not. You're the one that does all the math homework with Oliver. Like English, writing, all of that is public speaking is my jam. Math, not so much. And I was like, the tree's gonna fit. It's totally gonna fit. Like this is the one. The other ones aren't big enough. And we get it home. And we like could barely fit it through the door. We were like taking out the screen. We had scratch marks on the ceiling and we literally had to take out the furniture. And we laughed so hard with this tree because my God, they look so small in the tree farms and then so big in real life. So that became the tradition every year that we go and find the biggest, most ridiculous tree.
That
like
just fits.
Like what are our ceilings? Like 8 feet?
8 foot.
And I always buy like a 9-foot tree or like 10-foot tree.
we went like there's a split direction, 6 to 8 foot trees this way, 8 to 10 foot this way. And we looked at each other and went, okay, we're going 8 to 10.
And what I love most about you is that every year it's going to be like such a bitch trying to like get this tree in, make it work. And that's the relentless optimism that we commit to it. And then we go, okay, how do we make this work? How do we figure this out? How do we not quit on this dream? And I think that relates to your business. People always ask us whenever we're building, say, a course or a membership, a website, any kind of offer that we're social media. What's always like the number one thing people say to us when we first start working together? Do you know?
Is it going to work?
You got it. They're like, how do I know this course is going to sell? How do I know this membership is going to sell? How do I know that this is going to do what I want it to do for me? And I always say it will work as long as you work it. Meaning you might launch it the first time and you might not get anybody, but you're going to get information and feedback about how you need to tweak it and what needs to change. And guess what? You launch it again. I mean, what really is, I know people do launches. We don't really do like big launches for clients. We kind of do, that's a whole nother topic about what
we do more organic launches.
What I'm trying to say is it's not a once and done. You don't ever just like put something out to the world once and then never talk about it ever again, right? So I always say it will work as long as you have the relentless optimism to keep tweaking it and keep working it until it works. What people do wrong in business, entrepreneurs, creators, we love to create. So we create something and we launch it once and then we go, oh, well, I only got 2 people or I didn't get anybody or that didn't work out the way I planned. I'm going to go create something new now, something else. And then you have this disjointed product suite that is really just like having 17 tabs open on your computer. You've got a whole bunch of stuff and nothing is really working. It's that like jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
So we don't try to stray from the Christmas tree every year. It's like this girl or guy is gonna be big, she's gonna be bulky, she's gonna be tall, she's gonna be thick. That's the way I like it.
The funniest part is that Lisa always tries to get even bigger ones.
I do.
I have to be the one that's like,
you do rein it in sometimes when it's
I'm
really
like, that
ridiculous.
won't even know. Like,
I do pick like the 10-foot.
I tell her like I'm gonna have to chop off the top like 2 feet, and then you're like, oh, okay, that won't look good. Exactly.
So you have to have relentless optimism, but you do have to be a little bit realistic when it comes down to making decisions. So you keep your goals and your visions and your dreams massive. Like, how is this ever going to be? I want you to look at something and go, all the signs point to this is not going to work. Like, those are the things that you want to be going for. And then when you have to make decisions, you're like, okay, what is the best decision for me in my business right now? What is, I don't want to say realistic, but in a way it's like, yeah, what is actually doable and not doable when it comes to finances, hiring, firing your team, creating another product? Like, when decisions have to be made, that's when you have to be reasonable and responsible in your business. But dreaming big, I love the word relentless. It means nothing's going to take you out. Nothing's going to stop you. And this is the time right now when you should be having that. I don't want to say should. I don't want to be shooting on you, but this is the time I'll offer you that opportunity and that invitation to start thinking about all those things that you've always wanted in your business. And maybe you've convinced yourself that it's not possible, but it is. It is.
Yep.
That's all I got.
That was
7 minutes. That was what was on my mind and my heart this morning. And I wanted to share. Maybe we'll just keep it short and sweet today.
Yeah, I love it.
And end it there. So that's that. Go out, like, as everybody, we're going to end it there. And then there's like 3 people on watching us. Hi. So go back.
Give them something to do. What can they do?
Well,
implement that.
I think I love this exercise. Marie Forleo has this exercise. And it's, you have to finish the sentence where you say, wouldn't it be cool if? And you say, wouldn't it be cool if? That's kind of how it started with me with my theater. Like, wouldn't it be cool if I had a show on Broadway? Wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if we had a backyard of our dreams? Wouldn't it be cool to have a hot tub in our backyard? Wouldn't it be cool if we went to Paris and saw the Eiffel Tower? Like, wouldn't it be cool if we had $1 million business? Wouldn't it be cool if we ended world hunger? Like, start to think about what are those things that you really want to achieve and that you really want to feel. Hey, Carly.
Hi, Carly.
And that you really want to have. And it's pretty amazing when you realize that when you put something on paper, you 100% have the ability to make that happen. And if not that, it's something even better. Like, the universe delivers to you something even better than you ever imagined. You know, Facebook gives us those memories. I saw from 2018, some of my things said, right when I started with Bo Eason, my mentor, and it said, I will speak on stage at Personal Story Power. And I've spoken at Personal Story Power, I don't even know how many times now, 3, 4, 5 times now. It said, I will have an opening show on Broadway in New York City. Now I'm off Broadway, but still, 2018. What was this? I was writing my like manifestations and my visions and my plans.
A picture of it.
I had like, we will always fly first class. That hasn't happened yet, but that's still on the plan.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it be cool if we flew first class? Wouldn't it be cool if I spoke on stage at Personal Story Power? Wouldn't it be cool if I had a show?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's amazing. That was not even on my radar in 2018, where I'm at now in 2022, 4 years later.
So cool.
So put it on paper. What do you want to achieve? Who do you want to be? What do you want to have? What do you want to do? And then start to take those actions to go after it.
Love it.
You know, and lastly, the toxic positivity. You know that feelings are going to come up when you go after hard things. I can't tell you how many times, thank God for you. Like, I can't tell you how many times, every time I go to do my show, I'm like, why in God's name am I doing this to myself? Like, who signed up for this? Like, I feel like I'm gonna puke. I'm nervous. You know, it's or sometimes things don't go to plan, and I'm like, oh my God, that pissed me off, or this made me so upset, or how could this person do this? And
it costs so much money.
Yeah, or you're disappointed. You think somebody's gonna come through for you, and they don't.
Yeah,
that doesn't make you bitter, towards all the emotions and the feelings. It makes you better.
Yeah.
Choose better over bitter, and know that when those emotions come up, feel them. Don't push them away. You don't have to be positive all the time. You have every right to be angry, mad, sad, upset, but you don't stay there.
Yep.
You use it as fuel for that relentless optimism to keep going. You learn from whatever that is. That's what makes you better, not bitter.
Love it.
All right, that's what we have for you today. Post below if you have the courage and the bravery to share what you're going after, what you want to create in 2023, what your big visions, and without judgment. Wouldn't it be cool if, and see what comes up for you. Something really powerful happens when you take it from up here and you speak it and you put it out here. That's something with our vision boards that we do every year. We don't just make the vision board, we tell each other about it, and we speak it into existence. I did a lot of talking. Are you good?
I'm good. That was great. That was great.
Right. That's all we got for you today. Happy Monday. Have an amazing start to your week, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.